Previously on Edgemont.
Look, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here, okay? Would you like to go to the dance on Friday?
Sorry, I can't. I'm already going with Craig.
I'm working here now.
You're not working here. You're doing time.
Derek, you can't afford any more trouble.
You are so screwed.
You set that up.
The whole advertising industry exists to tell young women they only matter if they've got a boyfriend. Well, guess what?
What?
They lie. I'm single and I'm celebrating.
Well, it's probably good you feel that way, all things considered.
Not me. Jennifer's article in the school paper.
Oh, that thing. Basically, it's just very sad. She breaks up with her boyfriend and suddenly she's wallowing in bitterness.
I'm just glad to be free from male insecurities, male self-absorption, and frequently bizarre male assumptions about who I am and what I'm thinking.
What about this one?
Talk about male assumptions. What are they gonna assume if you were that?
Whatever they like. See, that's the difference between me and Jen McMahon. I don't care. I dress the way I feel, Aaron. And it just so happens, I feel like dressing to kill. People will die tonight.
I like to jump up high on the screen. Don't know exactly what, just because I can. And I'd like to think I was cool if I met me on the street. And I don't really know exactly who I need. I'm staring into nowhere in this pale blue of the sky. Don't be afraid to jump high, you could learn to fly. I'm singing these familiar songs and changing all the words until it makes no sense. Let's stop the world and start again.
Hey, you must be Amber.
This is Becca. Hi.
What happened to Amber?
Travis moves fast, following in your footsteps.
What do you think?
Preppy, safe, but fundamentally boring. It's you. Only problem is, it reeks. That's the unwashed basket.
Where are you going?
Vancouver. Philosophy night, meeting of minds, just like I've been planning all week.
Yeah, you and Woodbridge, but he isn't going anymore.
So I'm going alone. I'm 15. If I can't survive half an hour on public transit, then it's natural selection.
Hey, Kat, how's it going?
It's for you.
That's just Kat. It's not like she doesn't like you or anything.
Mark, she can't stand me. Why pretend? So, did you see Jennifer's article?
It isn't about Mark specifically, it's about guys in general.
You really expect Mark to see it that way?
Sure, why not?
And you realize there's no point in saying this isn't about you because that would never cross a guy's mind. As far as he's concerned, it's obviously about him.
Okay, that's what I wrote.
And it's totally true. Do I have the t-shirt 5 years with Derek?
You heard from him?
Why would he phone me? I'm the woman who ruined his life. Remember?
Haven't you guys left yet?
We're waiting for some friends, but you can go anytime.
I think he'll be hanging around. I know. Maybe you'd better go ahead. Just don't meet some 20-year-old in the parking lot. It's a joke.
You know, until the last 2 days, I hadn't realized that all my past relationships were about you. Maybe Jennifer has a point. See you when you get there.
Women, huh?
You made it. Well, last time I checked, dances weren't reserved for couples.
Especially since you hate men.
I do not. Shannon, do I hate men?
Not all men.
I'm just enjoying being single. I'm here and I'm gonna have fun.
Start riots in that outfit.
Stab anyone's back lately?
Hey, man, look, I was just trying
Get
to...
lucky. I know.
So where's Tracy?
She'll get here when she gets here.
Right. Yeah, I got rejected too.
Who said I'm a reject?
Nobody. No, in fact, technically, I'm not either. Brenda wanted to come to the dance with me, but she had relatives coming in from out of town.
Guess they went home early.
Couldn't stay away, huh?
Hi, Gail.
You look great.
Thanks.
So you want to dance?
Hi, Gil. This is Sam. Sam Gill.
Hi. Hi.
Two with Dennis. What are they thinking? If I stare at her long enough, maybe she'll invite me home with her?
Well, maybe you should ask one of them to dance.
I do not ask guys to dance.
Well, we could dance together. I just thought I'd suggest it in case you were feeling like an idiot.
Oh no, Kevin Nicholson.
What about him?
He's coming over, don't look. Just encourage him.
Hey,
Oh, hi, Kevin.
good song.
I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. At least it's something you can dance to.
You feel like dancing?
I suppose.
Me? Sure.
I should touch base with cleanup committee.
And after that, is there something we should be doing? I mean, I'm not exactly sure about the etiquette for a non-date.
If this was a real date, we'd have a better idea. Theoretically, since I've never exactly been one of those either.
I guess we could practice.
A trial run, in case the real thing ever happens?
Hey, we could even go in there and dance.
That would depend. You're not one of those guys who shuffles like a zombie.
Absolutely not.
And you don't flare around like you're having a seizure?
Never.
Meet me in there. 15 minutes.
So, you here alone, or is Derek gonna make a guest appearance?
Would you care if he did?
Actually, yeah, I would. Okay, I get jealous. I admit it.
I can't believe how you totally overreacted.
Well, maybe you need someone who just doesn't care.
Well, I can see how it may have looked like something it wasn't.
Tracy, may I have this dance? Hey, McMahon. How's your brother?
I'm not sure, Chris, but wherever he is, he's violating his probation, so he's probably going to jail. Thanks for asking.
Well, if he turns up, you tell him no hard feelings?
You have no hard feelings?
I'm the one who got punched in the head.
You set him up.
Yeah, I forced his knuckles into my face.
I was there. Your brother lost it.
Did anyone ask you?
Come on, Chris. We all know she has issues with guys.
So I danced with him once or twice.
3 times. Not that I was counting.
Anika, look. I'm sorry no one's asking you to dance.
This is a private conversation. This is a washroom.
And I couldn't care less, actually. I just find it interesting. I mean, which team are they on? Are any of them interested in girls?
Anika, think about it. Why would any guy ask you to dance?
I beg your pardon?
When was the last time you said anything remotely nice to one of them?
Tell me you've got more aggression to work out.
Mark, the article was not about you.
I'm the only guy you've ever gone out with. Who else would it be about?
All right, fine. Maybe it was about you, and maybe I have a right to my opinions.
And a guy will always be there for you, provided there has a TV set with a football game playing. I can't believe you'd write that thing without even talking to me.
And what, ask your permission?
I thought we were supposed to be friends. You're the one who made such a big deal about that.
Maybe I made a mistake. We're not friends right now, and I'm sick and tired of trying. From now on, let's just stay out of each other's lives.
Why are you looking so tragic?
Why are you?
You think guys are jerks? Trust me, women can be just as bad.
So now, I don't seem to be talking to anyone.
What's with Laurel?
I thought she was going out with one guy. But then I found out about this other guy who's like 20 years old.
So? What does that have to do with you?
She didn't tell me about him.
Oh, right.
I mean, you don't conceal that sort of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. I can see the problem, yes. Of course, just because he was 20 doesn't mean he was that good.
That has nothing to do with it.
I asked Brenda to the dance. She says she can't go, and then she shows up tonight with Sam the man.
And you're surprised?
Excuse me?
Well, she probably needed him to avoid dealing with you.
What's that supposed to mean? Am I that big a sleazeball?
No, you're just a bit oily.
Oh, well, now I feel better.
I just mean you come on too strong. Girls take it the wrong way.
I think I just wanna, you know.
Pretty much.
Which isn't true. Entirely. I want a relationship, you know?
Sure.
So you're saying there's no hope? Basically incurable?
Oh, of course there's hope. You're an attractive guy. I'm sure a lot of girls would want to go out with you. You just gotta tone it down a little. Be yourself.
You practically sound as if you mean that.
Why wouldn't I?
You're amazing. You know that? Very special lady.
Excuse me?
Now that we're being totally honest with each other, I've always thought you were a total babe.
What do you think you're doing?
Was that for the yearbook?
No, that was for my private collection.
I've been thinking, possibly whatever happened back in Toronto is pretty much your business.
I've been thinking too, and if I wrote an article about my ex-boyfriend, it might not be the world's most accurate portrait.
Did we just apologize to each other?
I think so.
Amazing. This hasn't been the most perfect date, has it?
Maybe we could do something later.
Like go get some pizza or something?
Or I could come over to your place.
I don't think there's anyone home.
Really?
It's never easy.
Always someone who ends the night in tears.
Go find a corpse to feed on.
Would it help to talk about it?
With you?
Guys sometimes don't realize how compassionate I am. Underneath.
Am I a total sleazeball?
Now, if this were a real date, I'd be trying to read the signals right now.
And getting them all wrong.
Does she want me to walk her home, or does she want me to take her someplace else?
Finally, I'd have to take charge of the situation myself.
Thus rescuing me from the agony of uncertainty.
I'm gonna get the cleanup started. I'll meet you over Captain Javin's, okay?
Yeah, perfect.
How sweet, geeks in love.
Excuse me?
Just think, your kids will have abnormally large heads. All that brain matter.
Me and Craig? We're not.
Seriously, you look good together.
You tried to kiss her?
But she was giving me signals. I really am a major sleazeball.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're being way too hard on yourself.
I've always been a sleazeball, ever since I can remember.
You're kidding.
It was like those are lips, they're puckered, and they're coming straight at me.
Look, you shouldn't take this too personally. Gil would try that on anybody.
That's supposed to make me feel better.
There you go.
Well, yeah, that was the general idea.
You know, I was actually starting to feel guilty about some of the things I wrote in that article.
Guys are hopeless. I should know, I've been one for years.
They're completely self-absorbed.
Absolutely.
They're egotistical, shallow and inconsiderate, juvenile, callous. They're unfeeling. It's all right, I've just had the stupidest night.
We could talk about it.
What's the point? Derek's going to jail, and I told Mark I don't want to see him. I don't get like this.
So, it's recess, and I offer Marty my pop. Because, you know, I want her to like me the way I like her. When I open the bottle, it sprays all over her. So I grab my hanky.
Your hanky?
Yeah. And I try to wipe it up, but she thinks I'm copping a feel. So she tells the teacher, who sends me home with a note. See? What would you call that?
Sleazeball with training wheels? You're right. No girl will date you ever. And that's a good thing. If it seemed like you were ever going to reproduce, someone would have to travel back in time to prevent it.
Was that nice?
Who cares?
I owe you an explanation.
It's all right.
I kind of made an assumption. You know, when you said you broke up with your boyfriend because he wanted to and you weren't ready, so I naturally figured.
Right.
Then I found out about this other guy, and obviously, well, I'm guessing you, with him, were ready.
Do we really have to talk about this?
And it's the sort of thing that can leave a guy feeling a little, you know.
No, I don't know.
Insecure.
You're such a guy.
You wanna go upstairs?
What's upstairs?
My bedroom.
I see. You assumed.
You said you wanted to come over. I told you there was nobody home.
Clearly, she's had experience, so obviously she'll want to have sex with me. Was this the train of logic?
Love's breaking out all over. Don't mind me.
It's all right. It's getting late anyway. See ya.
Are you sure?
Do you think you guys could get lost now so I can close that?
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
How's Jen?
She's okay. She says to say thanks.
Thanks for what?
Just for being there.
Well, it seemed like the least I could do. As a representative of the offending gender.
I had a really good time tonight.
Best non-date I can remember.
You want to hear something bizarre? When I first came in and you were hugging Jen, for a second I actually felt jealous. I'll see you around.
Don't just stand there. You're supposed to go after her.
Derek?
I know it's really late, but I saw your light on.
No, I'm glad you're here. There's something I need to say to you.
About the article. I overreacted big time.
Can you please just listen? When I broke up with you, I thought it's what I wanted. In a way I did. Because I always had this feeling since I was like 8 years old that we were gonna end up together. Somehow, sooner or later. And maybe it still feels that way. I mean, that must sound totally stupid. Or does it?